Hey, good morning, good evening, good lunchtime, whatever it is, wherever you are, welcome to sunny Edinburgh. And I hope I've got my spelling right here because I'm not very good with spelling. Transitions. That's what I'm going to be talking about this evening because I always get asked two questions. How are you doing that? Or indeed, why are you doing that? When people look at my lives, there's no short answer to that question. But the next question I always get asked about is transitions and how am I doing the transitions? Well, I use an old package which is no longer available, so you're not going to be able to use the same package as me. But I build the transitions up and then colour match them to my presentations and stuff like that. However, what I thought I would do is go grab a bunch of transitions and make them available for the Ecamm fam to download and play about with. And if you really want to, you could go change the colours, and we'll come to that in a bit. I've got 10 to go through, so let me just press some buttons and we'll look at some transitions. The first one is it's the longest one of the lot, and I would probably use it for a title. So there goes a title. I'm keeping an eye on my microphone here because everything here is like a mini movie, and of course the movies mute you. So I'm sort of going on mute and then coming back off mute and then watching the screen telling me whether I'm on mute or not. So hopefully I won't be on mute when I'm talking. So each one of these transitions that I have put together for you, you can go in and drop in your own text and your own logos on them. So none of them have got that in by default. They're all just blank. You can upload them as either movie files. If you do that, then you can just choose to go to the next scene after you finish running your movie. But don't do that until the very last moment. Make sure that you add in your texts and your logos and whatever else you want first, and then click the go to next scene button once you've made a duplicate of the movie and dropped it into your run of show. Let's have a look at another one. So I mentioned colours. All of the ones I'm sort of gifting out to you have got fixed colours on them. However, if you really want to go change all the colours, then you can do. There's multiple graphics packages out there that will allow you to change your colours, or you can just Google how do I change colours on an MP4 file, and a gazillion things will pop up. I had a quick look at a free package this morning called Flexi something or other, but it was really cool. You could just go change colours within reason, and then apply some special effects to the actual transitions themselves as well. So you're not stuck with what you're going to be given in the free downloads. You can go play about with them if you want to. It's a bit of extra work, but obviously I wouldn't have normally a sort of pink and bright blue transition going on this particular deck. However, we've got lots of others to quickly run through. Let's have a look at the next one. So some of the transitions have intentionally got like a little block in the middle of them. In that case, a sort of red square. And that's so that you could go drop your text in, and that could be, what next slide, stay tuned, whatever you want the text to be. And it can be just a little sort of pattern interrupt just for a second or two while you're running your show. Next. I kind of like that one. So that's totally plain, and that's how it comes with nothing on it. But you can just use that as a little interrupt while you're doing your show. Let's do that again. I like it. So yeah, quite cool, that one. So let's just run down a few of these anyway, because they're all quite different from one another, and some of them have actually got terrible music on them, and others haven't. If you don't like the music, then just mute the music in your video and add your own in. So just mute the sound on the movie and add your own video in, or alternatively bring them in as animated overlays, and that way you won't have any noisy music and you can just add your own. So again, as you'll see there, just a little pattern interrupt for you, but that one's got a call to action in it, so it's got a little sort of V sign on it, and a couple of these have got that, and you can add in your own text or logo or whatever you want to say for that particular pattern interrupt, and you can just add in whatever you want. Let's have a look again. So just something like that for 1 or 2 seconds can be a nice thing to add into your run of show. Let's look at some more. So with that one, I've added in my text and also changed the fonts a bit as well. So I've got my fancy MacGyver font, and so all I did was literally drop that in, and if you look carefully you'll see there's some fly-ins going on with the text as well, so you can do that too. So let's have a look at that one again. So obviously now I say you can do some fly-ins. That one didn't have any fly-ins, but you can pop your little fly-ins in from the left and the right and top and bottom, whatever you want to do, just within Ecamm for those particular images or texts. Let's have a look at another one. Well, that was bright and breezy, wasn't it? Some very, very different ones in there. In case anybody hasn't seen it, everything that I'm doing in between these transitions is basically a profile build that you can also go download for free, with a load of shapes in it that's going to allow you to do presentations from Ecamm directly. So nothing you're seeing has got Keynote or Canva or anything like that. It's all just Ecamm and me flying shapes in and out and using hotkeys to do that. You can go to the YouTube channel, search for MacGuyver Live, MacGuyver Live on YouTube, and you'll find the channel. But what I can do with these is just hide them or bring them in using hotkeys. So these are the sort of presentation things you can do, and of course you can combine them with all of the transitions as well. So that one's quite cool, isn't it? So those sort of transitions, what I think I can also do as well, if I bring them in as animated overlays, I'll be able to sort of size and move them to different parts of the screen. So I might well be doing a little bit of that, because I think that could be quite useful in a slide deck, or indeed bringing on an interview guest or something like that, if I just use animated overlays on part of the screen. So I think I'll go have a play about with that, and maybe that will appear on the YouTube channel soon as well. Yeah, I quite like that one. I'm happy with the music on that one. Not so much on some of the others, but only a couple more to go. Okay, so we're getting a bit more gentle. So that's another sort of smoky orange effect. I think I've called it something like that on the actual build download area. So I should mention I've not really tested any of the download stuff out at all properly. So if you go to download this and you do have problems, let me know, because I've just thrown everything up to a GoDaddy website. to allow you to go download stuff for free. You will need to go through the shopping cart experience. So you will need to enter like your email details and stuff like that, but it's not going to charge you for anything or ask you for credit card details or any of that sort of stuff. You'll then get like 10 files to download all at once. I think you can probably choose them individually or download the whole lot. I can't actually remember, but you'll work it out. I'm sure you'll work it out. So that's the sort of, I know, the basics of the site. Been doing lots of stuff and trying to get it all together, and I'm only one person, so it doesn't all work perfectly. Come back and tell me, and I'll see what I can do. So yeah, here's my little slide. I'm not Richard Smith, I'm Martin McKenna. You can go to the website and download this bunch of stuff for free. You may need to scroll down to actually find it because there's multiple items that I'm working on at the moment. It won't be free forever. I will eventually have to charge something to fund my gear acquisition sort of problem. So it's macgyver.live. If you go there, you'll be able to find this stuff. If you want to go to the YouTube channel, then there's a QR code down there. Or you can search for MacGyver without the dot live, and you will find that on the YouTube channel. So all of these, as I say, are available for you to go play about with and use either in your lives or for presentations or recordings or whatever you want to do. I think some of them are better than others. Some of them I like more than others. But there we go. It is what it is, and this is all available for you to go play about with, and let me know what you think, and do please pop along and subscribe to my brand new YouTube channel where I've got like 100 views in a couple of days because I've only started this week, so I'm really pleased. So thank you for everybody who has gone and watched, and indeed binged watched in some cases, on the videos. There's not millions up there. There's sort of like about 12 or something, or 15. But if you want to find out more about all of this stuff and what I'm doing, then that's where you want to be going. So I think that's probably it for me from Edinburgh. Good night. Cheerio.